Bonsoir, mes amis. Grüße, meine Freunde. Hello, my friends. This is frENZOne of the Alliance for Loki. Hi, small turkey. Yeah, I know. Whew, crazy that you must have just watched the video I posted. Oh, yeah, it's so nerve-wracking decision. I was absolutely sure I wasn't going to buy it. Actually, let me go put a link in the For Loki chat. I didn't really want to buy it. I didn't think it was worth it at all. But I got a tech gem, and then I was a tech awakening gem for the Abyss completion rewards. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start building toward a tech gem. Maybe I'll pull a fully formed one. And so I used the selector on it. And so, yeah, that was the first thing. And then I got another 25%. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm less than 10% away. It's like 9.7% away. And so, yeah, I did it. It was, and it worked out, luckily. Grüße, unnamed bekannt. I hope all is going well with you. Let's see. Yeah, I can't wait to get excursions again. We haven't played dungeons for a long time. It's sad. I used to always enjoy playing dungeons with you. I guess they are coming back live pretty soon. Maybe end of this month or the beginning of next month. And so now, yeah, I'm just going to wait for a level up event, but I have so much to do. I mean, the inventory is out of control. So I'm just going to run out of catalyst. So I have 8 tier 5 basic there. And then I have another 15 tier 2 alpha. And then check out this overflow. So I got tons of tech, which is great because I'm going to do a tech rank up for sure. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 27, 30, 34, 38, 38, another 7, 45. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, my father's calling me. Let me just talk to him real quick, and then I'll tell him I'm calling back. And so, sorry about that. So, I told my dad I'd call him back after I was done streaming. Let's see. Waiting for the incursions too. Level up is on my list. Rank 5 Nick. Oh, I remember when you pulled him. Yeah, it's awesome. So we're beginning this count again. So yeah, it's a crazy count. And then look at all these tier 5 basic on the overflow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I'm going to take 2 to rank 3 from rank 1. So each time that's 7 tier 5 basic and 30 tier 2 alpha. So they're all going to disappear very soon. Oh, you're going to love Nick Fury. Yeah, he definitely came in very useful for me in 6.4. Many times I was using him. Yeah, so got it all complete. It was definitely a great quest. I mean, every path had something interesting on it. I definitely struggled sometimes, but it's always by like the 3rd or 4th or 5th time on a path I was sort of getting used to it. Try to think who my MVPs were. Aegon, I mean, the last one, it was all Aegon. I mean, this was my team right here, which I thought was a really smart team because I basically took Aegon and then had the Heimdall, Angela, Hela, which gives you a Fury, and then also gives you that you have that second life, but with Angela and Hela you get 20% extra life. Let me just type, thank you. I am torn between him and Ghost. Probably Warlock. And so, yeah, this is a great team. And so you always basically got a second life with him. He was indestructible for a few seconds. And it worked really, really well. Highly recommend this team. 6.1, 100%. Now slowly working my way through 6.3. Oh, nice. Yeah, 6.3. I didn't feel, actually I can barely remember it. I didn't feel 6.3 was too bad. The thing about 6.3 is you could cheese the Captain America Infinity War with Ronin. And so that made it so much easier. I mean, it's basically took away that big boss fight. The Iron Man Infinity War was painful, but with Warlock, he was okay. Not Warlock. Who's the other one? Void, he was all right. Yeah, the rest of it, I think, was okay. I had Sim Supreme do Medusa, and that worked out really well. Can't remember about Nick Fury. I don't remember anything too special about that. Yeah, let's do some more typing. Everyone wants Warlock in the 4Loki chat. They're saying go Warlock. So the crazy thing is, like in the selector crystal, I pulled. I had Iron Man, which was not so great. I had Warlock, and I had Wasp. And so would it awaken my Wasp? Which would have been cool. It wouldn't have been a bad option if that was my only option. But she's still unawakened. But the big one was there was a Warlock in there. So there he is. He is so cool. And yeah, he's just amazing. And I have that Tech Awakening gem. I don't know how many stones I have for him. Let's see, items. The answer is, so there's the Tech Awakening gem right there. And let's see, I have 43, 53, so not bad. Medusa was stupid, but Fury and Sim did it. Yeah, I felt like Sim Supreme was really powerful. Yeah, I mean, I almost one-shot her every time. I put 5 out of 5 on Mystic Dispersion, which I'm not sure if you have or not. But if you do, then it makes the fight ridiculously easy because you're just like spamming it over and over again and doing so much damage. YouTube is really... Oh no. I know. I'm always just, I mean, now that I'm at home all the time, I'm just like always peeking over YouTube every now and then, Samantha, to see what it is. So let's just type a message in here. Though it would drive Dreamin' crazy if I did a ghost, almost worth it for that. There it is. So, yeah, I'm trying to think what else is going on there. So, he also had a really good pool. So, this is all the 6 stars I had. So, I basically had 4 of them from X.6, and they're all at the bottom. Had Venom, who's super cool. I almost feel like, I mean, I could take him to rank 3, which would be crazy. I don't know if he's good Awaken or not. And Warlock from the Selector Crystal and Sunspot too. So now I have both Sunspot and Silver Surfer. So I have the 2 highest prestige champions. So I don't think I'm going to take either one of them up. But yeah, let's go play around. I really have to do these mole quest things. Oh, I've been so focused on 6.4. That's literally all I've done. And so I've taken like the last 3 days and just done nothing but 6.4. Barely went into war, barely did anything else. Just got to finish all these quests here. So the 5-star, well, I want to wait until Silver Surfer is in, so you can see we're at 374,000 shards. So I'm gonna wait till Silver Surfer's in, and yeah, I really want to get a couple more tries for 6 stars. Oh, I just want Corvus so badly, and I have now the tier 5 class Catalyst. I have 1 in reserve for him. So let's see, what is that? 37. Maybe we'll get another one. 38. How many 6-star shards with that? Give me, oh yeah, I'll give you 10,000. So it won't quite give me enough for a 2 of them, but I'll definitely have another one. And I ran Suicides and no MD, so Fury ended up being better. Yeah, Sim Supreme is not very suicide friendly. I definitely changed them for that fight, I'm sure. Yeah, so I don't know. I might wait until, what is this, episode 194? I might wait, Samantha, until my 200th live stream. In other ways, do something cool. That's about right, because I'm not sure when Surfer is getting added. Maybe it gets added on Tuesday. Maybe the same time the new Hero Crystal comes out. They love dreaming. So Ghost, you say? Yeah, I know. You're so lucky. I would have definitely done Ghost if I hadn't gotten that Warlock. But yeah, now I'm really leaning towards the Warlock. But just for you, I feel like I should do Ghost. Yeah, Warlock's gonna be so cool. Rank 4 versus R5 Sim Supreme. Oh, Nick Fury is only rank 4. Yeah, I mean he's a monster. He's so powerful. He definitely is is an incredible champion. Yeah, let's see what else there is. My God, imagine having Nick, Thing, Warlock. I'm also going to do Human Torch, even though he's unawakened. So Captain Marvel movie. Oh, I wish I gotten a what you call it, a cosmic. It was one take away, a cosmic awakening gem. Oh, it would have been so cool. She's still really worth it, I think, to take to rank 3. But she would have been even more worth it prestige-wise than everything else. So here's my choices. I mean, I could take Cold Obsidian to rank 3. Don't really want to. Thank the heavens. Yeah, I know. Talk about divine intervention. I mean, basically, Warlock or Gully would have been the only two others that I would have thought about it. I know. I've sort of been watching BG's stream. I watched day 1. I watched a lot of it, but yeah, I couldn't, I don't know. I was so fixated on 6.4. I actually was pretty much like just distraction free. I wasn't listening to anything. I was just listening to some music and just going. Could take Angela up. Cole. Cole would be a pretty impressive damage dealer. Oh, I just wish this Captain Marvel was awakened. If I wasn't going to save that awakening gem for Corvus potentially, I would definitely rank her. But basically I can only take up 2 right now anyway, because that's the number of tier 5 basic I have. What I have like I have 8 and then another 9 in the overflow, so 17, and so I'm going to need 14. So I have plenty of time. So Torch is next. I keep be Great Awaken just for his, of course, his signature, not his signature ability, his prestige, but of course, yeah, his Awaken ability really isn't that important. Having a rank 3 Torch is going to be so nice. So many times I would use him. So, yep. All will happen on the next, what you call it? Oh, he finished the boss rush? Oh my God, with a rank 4 4-star Sunspot. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, I saw he got that Sunspot, and then I pulled my 6-star Sunspot, and so the Sunspots are in the air. But okay, no, I haven't done any playing. You know, I'm sort of in shock from all the playing. When are you going to do your Legends run streaming? Like, I feel like I actually have a pretty good handle on all of the paths now that I've done it. I'm trying to think. Let me calculate. It was pretty expensive, of course, just because I'm not that great a player. Let me try to think how much I spent on it. So the first one, troubleshooting, so long ago. I feel like I probably spent an Odin on that. One-Eyed Slugger wasn't that hard at all. I feel like there's like one tricky fight. Here's a cool team for you when you do the last part, 6.46. This is all I used. Man, that Aegon, I mean the Heimdall Angela Hela is so good. I mean, it just gives you that 20% extra life plus a little bit of indestructible and unstoppable. It's amazing. Trying to remember these paths. Skip. Yeah, I think these were all pretty straightforward. I don't think anything. I remember actually, this one was a little bit tricky. I used Emma Frost. I think I used 10 revives alone. Oh, this fight was brutal just because he armor broke Emma Frost, and then it's just really hard. But for the most part, she just went through all of these fights pretty well. Definitely, that was the hardest path. Other than that, I can't remember anything else being too challenging. I mean, everything was challenging. That definitely took time and effort, and these were all hard fights. But he was really easy, if I remember. I can't remember. I guess I used what you call it. Thanks, Hanach. Yeah, I'm really, really excited to have gotten Warlock. Talk about saving because it's all going right to Ghost. I was definitely going to Awaken Ghost. I was going to rank 3 if I got the tech, and then out of nowhere, Warlock just shows up, and so yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, just lucky, so lucky to get him. And you know, Sig ability, it's good to have it because it gets prestige, but it's not critical, so it's perfect. The hard thing about getting any 6-star with like critical prestige is like Namor. It's just, I mean, we haven't seen a six stone deal in forever, and so yeah, it was painful though. I didn't want to buy the deal at all. I had basically sworn it off, and then it was so close. I was like, you know, 9.4% away. You can look at my Alliance quest. More or less, no. Still the same, usual. Same fights. Basically, the only thing that's different is, I mean, the Nihilist is still the same. So Nihilist Mini, that's the only difference, is this guy right here. Maybe I will start bringing in my rank 3 Human Torch for this guy. So it'd be fun to go against him. I think a 50% chance. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, maybe Captain America Infinity War is better. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to take Human Torch up. Part of me still wouldn't mind rank 3 Captain America Infinity War because he's awakened, but he's only Sig 20, and so no, I don't think it's really worth it. And Human Torch goes great with my rank 3 thing. I was having so much fun playing Thing in 6.4 because I really got to use him well. You know, just when you start, like, it has a very cool style. You can start getting hit and then not doing any damage, and then you can just like pound away. So much fun. Can't remember. There's one path in particular. I was just having a great time using him. Okay, let's get ourselves out of this. But yeah, Dreamin', I really want to be on your stream when you go for the Legends run. I feel like, yeah, I just know these things well. The Grandmaster, I was playing him so badly at first. Like the first 2 times it was horrible. And then I realized just use Aegon. So I would always build my Aegon to at least 300 combos. And it just did so much utility. I mean, so much damage with his crits. Maps changed a lot. You know, it's funny the way they do that. I feel like they always change the easier maps more. I guess when you're at towards the upper level, you have to be really careful with how you change it. Early April? Oh, it's still far away. Wow. I guess it's worth preparing. Okay, so yeah, I was going to calculate how much I spend. So let's call it 1 Odin for each. Probably, I'd say 1 Odin for each is probably fair. Anyways, going to bed now. Going to stand up early. You still have to work. Oh man, I'm Bakanta. Well, I'm still working too, but I'm working from the chalet now, so not so bad. Hey, Swashbuckler, how are things in Switzerland? They are awesome. Except we're all like trapped in our chalets. But at least we can still bike. They banned biking in France because they said you shouldn't be out that far away from your home. But we have biking here, which makes me very happy. It's one thing that keeps me sane. Stealth Spidey web foam works for Doom, right? It should. Does his precision passive offset? It's a good question. Works for Doom. I'm trying to think what it would work for, because Doom doesn't evade. So slow counters unstoppable and evade. So I don't know what you would be using it for on him, to be quite honest. I mean, he works great on things like Juggernaut or Thing. I mean, that's really what you want to use him for. But I don't know, Swashbuckler. I feel like, I mean, the unblock. The slow. That's right. He has that funny thing where the slow, then he can't put on his aura. Yeah, it might. I feel like I might have heard something that it didn't work against him. We can go duel real quick. Let's go see if that's true or not. So it shouldn't become unblockable. So I know Taters has a pretty high level Doom. Hey, PWF 57, how's it going? How'd you fare against Darkhawk? I found him worse than Grandmaster. The Darkhawk, was there a Darkhawk mini boss? Let me just do this duel real quick for Swashbuckler, and then we'll go look at him. Members, where's Tater Totters? There he is. View profile. rank 3 Doom. Crazy. Uh-oh, low battery. Have to go get my dual. Continue. Let's grab stealthy. What is stealthy? They are. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. He got destroyed, Samantha, I'm sure. Dreaming. I think I one-shot him every time. I can't do my web phone. Silly. Did not let me do my pre-fight? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's quit this. He can't pre-fight. Aha. Well, that's sad. Okay. I was going to say the same thing. Oh well. Yeah, I assume it works. I actually fought Spider-Gwen once in war, and her slow worked, so I can't imagine that Spider would work. Would not work. Main boss is 6.43. It's like my mind's a blank. Let's go look at him real quick. I feel like he was easy, but I can't remember anything. It's just such a blur. I feel like I've played for like 40 hours. Let's see what he did. Starts 30 seconds unblockable. You know, there was some trick that wasn't so bad at all. What was the trick I used? Oh, I have to... Let me just look at him and then maybe it'll all come back to me. So I would dodge him for 30 seconds. And then... It wasn't Quake. Oh, you know what I would do? Oh, Dreaming, you're going to like this. I used my Human Torch trick, and it worked so well. It worked so well. It's like, so yeah, I would get Human Torch, and then, you know, I'd back up and, you know, I'd move around, and then I'd wait until he was like paused at the one spot I was showing you, and then I did my heavy, and that heavy knocked him down, took him out of null mode. Big deal. He got a little bit of regeneration, but the regeneration is pretty manageable. And then I just like did a Human Torch fight. Oh, it worked so well. At first I was trying with Quake, and that was nightmarish just because it's just so hard to dodge. I mean, you have to play him like super stun him you because it's unblockable. Oh yeah, or the Hyperion SB1 would have been fine too. Yeah, exactly. Anything you could do to get off a quick either heavy or special worked really well, I'm sure. But yeah, I remember everyone saying what a hard fight it was. But yeah, Human Torch, he did great against that, you know. And yeah, so it ended up not being as bad as I remember it. I'm sure it probably took a couple of revives each one, but yeah, that was a pretty crazy fight. Just because, yeah, at first when he's that 30 seconds of null mode, oh, it's so brutal. But Hyperion would have been pretty cool too. That's a good idea as well. I don't know if I thought about that. I was so fixated on Quake because I've been listening to a few people, maybe it was KT1 or other people saying, oh, Quake will one-shot her all the time, but it's a hard Quake fight, and definitely way beyond my Quake ability, so Quake ability, it sounds like almost one word. Yeah, Sparkles was easy. I can't remember what I used on her the most, but remember that fight. I think I was using my rank 3 Nick Fury. I think he just chopped her down pretty quick. And against the, what you call it, the, was it Stealth Spider-Man? Yeah, Stealth Spider-Man against the Symbiote Supreme. Not Symbiote Supreme, whatever that thing's called. Yeah, it was all good and hard and straightforward. Thanks, Max. Oh my god. I felt so foolish, like, buying that. I really didn't want to buy it, but oh, I was just like so close to the TJ to KT. Where do you rank on the Quake scale? You know, I can Quake fine if it's just like if I can parry the fight. So I use Quake a lot on a couple of those paths, and it's totally okay. It's all about being able to parry them though. If I can't parry them, yeah, stun immune style, I'm terrible. So like if TJ is a 1 and KT is a 10, I'm probably like a 3 or 4. Where 5 is you can actually do stun immune relatively consistently. So yeah, I wasn't keep on forgetting to play. Oh, let me go get my cord right quick. Also, I'm going to lose power. you might remember this core dream, and it was Dap's cord. He left in the house, and it was the last one that to leave, and so Dap's cord is with me in Switzerland. It traveled around the world to come charge my iPad. Or maybe it won't charge it. It's starting to fray. It may not work. Is it not working? I have to get the other cord. It's not plugged in. There it is. Okay, now we got power. Let's see. At least you have max revives. I know. Those things. Like again, it was all like timing because I did the completion last night. Must have been around 23, and then after that, yeah, I knew that decision was lurking in my mind. But like 3 things had to happen. Well, one, I had to use the selector, which I did. And then the second one was I had to get tier 5 as the 25%, which I did. And then the third thing was I'd have to buy it and see if I could get it. And all 3 occurred. And so, yeah, I did it. Ooh, with Thing Brothers? Nice, Max. I love Thing. He's so awesome. I'm so envious of your 6-star Corvus pool, though. I watched it the other day. That's the champion I want the most right now. And let's see what's going on for Loki chat. Ninja rating you 1. GG's. Daydreaming. He always causing trouble. Maybe 1 is really good. I just assumed it was bad. Oh man. Sorry, TJ. If you're in here, humble apologies. I feel like I have to apologize to DJs. Humble apologies. It was a trap set by Dreamin'. I fell right into it. There it is. Always causing trouble. I should have phrased that better. I should have said on a 1 to 10. Who knows? I've actually never seen him play Quake. He might be a 10 for all I know. Let's see. I would just say on a 1 to 10, I'm a 3 or 4. Yeah, I wonder if there's I know with the revives and the overflow. It's going to be sort of sad. I think I am with the team revives. Sort of dumb that they give you too many. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I guess I'm going to be doing a lot of what you call it, completion events, which is coming up soon. When does Mole Man end? It's still been a while. Probably what, another week? What's wrong with Thing? Yeah, Thing, Max. I really learned how to play him. I was having so much fun. It's just such an interesting style. He's so bad with Quake, they took her away and put her on defense. Oh, poor TJ. What you call it? I wouldn't doubt if I could do the same. I mean, but to be honest, like having a rank 5 Quake is important. I mean, a lot of those quests, she's just so good. I mean, just she bypasses everything. And if you compare it, it's not really that hard to play her. I mean, it's relatively straightforward. 9 days. Okay, well, at least we'll be able to use all of those things on new content. Okay, let's finish up these. Oh, you have another R3 option over him. No, say it's not true, Max. You should definitely send him to me. I would love to play with him. I feel like I want to rank 3 my Human Torch just to play with him here. Soon he will be. He and Warlock. R2 for sure. Yeah, I just want to have the double Corvus. It'd actually be really handy. Just because then I could, I mean, I often want to have one. Like in the last war, I didn't bring in Corvus, brought in Void instead, and I definitely needed Corvus for one of the fights. Luckily, Backup took care of it. Once I got him R43, I was cheesing 6.4. Yeah, I know. There were several paths where he was just amazing on them. Okay, we'll take this team in. Play around. Oh, what I have left to do. A couple more paths. I get some nice 6-star shards. After playing so much, everything else is gonna feel so strange. Okay, let's see if we can do some thing style here. I mean, they all almost aren't strong enough to really be a test for the thing. Yeah, it's great. You just get a bunch of parries, and you're all set. And it's like nothing can harm you. 20. Look at that. It just doesn't do any damage at all. No damage. Let's see. Just uploaded Quake fights. Ooh, Hanach. Yeah, it's the stunning me with Quake. Or actually, I tried it a few times with that Darkhawk, and like having yourself against a wall, trying to deal with unblockables, Hanach. Whew. I mean, that is true skill right there. Then anything with recruiting, saying to Manny, it is. Yeah, I think who do we have? Bryn. He must be a monster Quake player. I feel like he just destroys things instantly. So we had war today, and we actually went for the win and managed to get it. My mojo got 29 kills as the boss. I guess they'd given up by then, but still 29 kills. That's a lot. It's yeah, you would think that yeah, I don't know. Well, it has that really annoying node where you can oops, don't want to hit into his block. I forgot. If you do, he becomes unstoppable. Oh, yeah, as I said, don't hit into his block. And I went and did it. Yeah, I'm sure they'd given up because they knew they couldn't win, but that's such an annoying node. I actually fought a Doc Ock in war today with that control, and that control is just a beastly, beastly node. Because they just get so much power, any type of crit. But it's incredible, it's exactly what Guillotine is made for. Taking champ from R2 to Quake to R5. Hater as well. Yeah, I sort of had the same thing. As I was playing her, I was like, oh, she's just really boring. She just is, she's like really stressful and really boring. And yeah, I don't know. I have not much love for her, but she does work well. And it is sort of fun to use her every now and then. I wouldn't want to use her like a lot, just because it's, yeah, again, she has a very just not a very interesting play style at all. But she definitely gets around things amazingly well. And boom. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I had a good time playing Ghosts. There was a lot of good Ghost lanes. Ooh, I haven't spent my glory yet. No, I haven't. Actually, I hadn't even looked up at the store yet. After we finish this path, I'm going to take a look. Yeah, I forgot they updated the store. Yeah, I'm very close to another tier 5 basic, and so I'm sure I'll get enough for that. That's like, I feel like the only thing I really want to be spending my glory on. The problem is I feel so rich in resources now just because, there's just crazy amounts in Act 6. But, as soon as I do 2 rank 2s, I'm not going to have anything left again, and so then I'm going to have to start the slow build up. I mean, it's just so much to take 1 6-star up to rank 3. So Torch and Warlock are next, and then after that will be who's next after that? Probably Captain Marvel movie. Hopefully I can dupe her. I guess it's a long time. Let's go shopping. Yeah, I know. Okay, we'll go there in a minute. Let's just go and see. Yeah, I can't wait to see what all the new things are. I don't know if they're new things, but just cheaper. Maybe there are new things. Wow, these quests are just long. I mean, they're sort of fun, but I think there should be, what are they, like 6 paths, 8 paths, 12 paths? So many paths. And this is just like one of 4 sections. Let's just go take like the rest of my time to do these. It's gonna take as long as to do 6.4. Probably would have grinded for him if I hadn't been playing 6.4 so much. I mean, went really low. Would have been a pretty easy grind to get him. It's gonna be the cool thing about having 3 rank 3s too. If I ever want to like really go for it, then I can. I forgot his does that nullify unstoppable? I think it does. Oh no. See, that's when it's great. Doesn't even matter. SP2, I think, nullifies unstoppable. Hey, Carl, what's going on? 2 tier 2 alpha, because you get 2 fully formed ones for 4100 glory. Wow, it's quite the bargain. Thanks, Carl. Yeah, I basically got everything I wanted, minus like the Awakening Gem, but boy, you can't complain. I mean, I got the Cosmic tier 4 CC, which was one of my top 2, maybe my top 1, and then the Gamble to get another tier 5 Tech class catalyst. Yeah, pretty happy, very happy with it. Okay, let's go shopping. Shop. Glory's all new. Let's see. Ooh, look at this. We can get fully formed. So 4,500. Can't remember what it was. Ooh, definitely pick up one of these. Get it now. I guess we don't need to get it now. So if I buy 5, that gives me, does it give you half of a tier 5 basic? Yeah, 5 is 20,000, 21,000. Warlock or Ghost? I think Dreamin' wants Ghost, but I might do Warlock. But if Dreamin' really wants it, if you do 10, you get 7,200. Wow, that's a huge update, Samantha. Huge update. Managuta, this is incredible. And you get fully formed. Those still at the same price. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, that's such a good bargain. I'm almost afraid to buy it just because I have so much in overflow, so we'll probably wait. What are these on? Another 7 days. Yeah, no sense. Don't need to buy anything immediately. Oh, it's great. That's so good that they have updated it. Because yeah, it's gotten really expensive. Like there's so many like 5 stars I want to take to rank 5, but I just feel like I need to invest and hoard every tier 5 basic just to do my rank 3s. But once those are done, again, I feel like it's gonna be a while before we get that many resources in. So then I won't have to worry as much. Okay, back to this mole person quest. Oh, and now the next one's open. Jeez, these things. I feel like I wish I could just autopilot them. Oh, so that was a big thing chapter. I'm not sure to try someone different. Man, Dr. Doom, ooh, he came in really useful in a couple of those 6.4.6 paths. Could go like this. Oh man, if I'd gotten that Cosmic Awakening Gem, then everything would have been perfect. Imagine awakening my my Captain Marvel. 1 for the prestige, and 2, it doesn't take much. It's like looking at Anne May, her curve goes like this, so it's like within like 60 Sig Stone, she practically has her full ability already. Goldpool did some good stuff. He rocked a fight in 6.4. I can't remember which one it was, but there's one fight where he is perfect because he would do his L1 and stun them, and you can do like 7 hits. You can do a double medium and then a 5-hit combo, and then push the other person to their L1. They would throw it, I'd be back on my L1, and I just kept on doing that over and over again. It worked so well. I mean, he absolutely destroyed whatever is fighting. And it was a pretty tricky fight, if I can remember. I wish I could remember which one it was. regret a little bit not doing it all on stream. It would have been fun to do it with everyone, but to be honest, it really took a lot of concentration. I don't know how like people like Brian and Legacy can play on stream as well as they can. Like I feel like I need to concentrate a lot when I'm playing, and when I'm playing on stream, I never concentrate. I'm always looking at chat or talking. It's not like I talk too much when I'm playing by myself. So, but there it is. You see that SP1? Oh yeah, with that stun, that came in so useful. I wish I could remember where it was because it was really like an interesting find. It was nice that it wasn't so like character dependent, but boy, Aegon Grandmaster was key. He would do so much damage. Like the first time I did it, I sort of used Aegon, but I also used all 5 characters and just sort of cycling through them. So when you wound him with someone like, who was I using? Someone like Captain Marvel, she does like 20 or 40 or 60,000 damage. Maybe it takes him down 5%. When I did Aegon, it's like each hit is like 250,000, 100,000. So all of a sudden he went from like my best I got him from 100% to 62% on the first try. And then after that, maybe a try or 2 more, I got him down to the next phase. I think I got him down to right at 30%. And then after that, maybe a couple more tries, I got him down to 11%, then 3%. And then Aegon was actually, at 3% he had like 450,000. So I think with 2 or 3 revives, I just fought him down till he got into his last mode. And his last mode, having that synergy with Heimdall and Angela and Hela, oh, it's amazing because, you basically have to last for 30 seconds. So one time I lasted for 30 seconds, but he caught me right at the end. I went in indestructible, was getting my health back, and then he ran out of time and I was able to kill him. And so, yeah, definitely. The first couple of times I fought that, I didn't realize Aegon did so much more damage. Yeah, it just took me forever. I was like doing 5% at a time, or even less, like 5% every third time, because then I would die, and of course didn't do anything, because if you don't get wounded, I mean, you're doing so little damage. I mean, he has 10 million health. So yeah, he was definitely a very interesting fight, and I quickly learned the lesson of Aegon. But that team, Aegon, Hela, Heimdall, Angela, and then whatever other character you needed. So took Void for the masochism, but it really didn't need it at all. Took Human Torch for that one with all the mystics. You just, if you had a hard fight to deal with, then you could do the other one. Point out is a 1.4 million damage with an SP2 Dorm. Yeah, I saw that. I saw someone stream. I probably saw the same one you did, Max. Yeah, Doom worked well too. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you'd have to line everything up really well because you have to get him wounded, have your SP2 ready. Like Aegon, it was just so easy. Like, as soon as you got wounded, you just went in there and light. I just used lights because you could quicker than doing that double medium, which I didn't feel did as much damage. So yeah, I really think Aegon, maybe you could get better damage with other characters, but Aegon just seems so easily simplistic. I did too, Aegon. Yeah, Aegon was so good. And then I just used him. I built him up the rest of the time, and so yeah, it was definitely. I feel like, whoops, that was a mistake. Push that button. Definitely the best option for me. And then, oh man. Captain Marvel, there's one path where she just destroyed. I mean, if she can build up, that was the Iceman, she was indestructible. She can build up energy from some damage. Oh, it's just crazy. And then she goes binary. And it's also crazy. Let's just push her binary right now. Let's beat to this guy. Yeah, whoops, didn't stay stunned very long, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, her indestructible is cool and interesting, but it doesn't make or break her, so I'd be pretty psyched to have her as a rank 3, even on Awaken. It's just a prestige. Oh, if I heard her to Awaken 2, I'd have 5. No, I need Torch Awaken as well, so I guess I wouldn't have it. Replay. So, hooray, heavy finishers. There's also some mole person quest here. Weak, special, whack-a-mole. I need to kill him 3 more times. How many paths I have? It is how many paths I have. Oh. Again. Let's see. I didn't see his stream because no one showed up. Who he's talking about? Was it Dap? Oh yeah. I don't know how Dap was doing. Seemed like he did alright. He got completion done, and then yeah. I haven't heard any more reports. I have a feeling maybe like what was it when he did 6.2? He still got legends after all that. Just a hard content. Even this one's pretty hard too. I mean, it's easier because it's more doable than the champion, but it's still this thing's pretty hard. There it is. There's it's done. There we go. You can go right into the 5-hit combo. Maybe it's a 4-hit combo. Yeah, I was going in with a light just because it was a little quicker. He wanted to take a break and come back later. Yeah, I just can't imagine doing legend runs. Like, even if you're quick, it's still like 13 hours. Like, that would be amazingly quick. I mean, Legacy was 15 hours, and he's an incredible player. Just to play for 15 hours straight, really without a break, oh, it's too much. I mean, I get too antsy. When I move around, I want to go for a run. I was in Dap's stream for like 10 minutes. His in-game sound wasn't working. He's getting frustrated with the Grandmaster. Yeah, the Grandmaster, yeah, again, I can see it being frustrated. It wasn't until I sort of figured out the trick and played him like 3 times. It was basically on my 4th attempt where I did better. Like the first couple, I just was like Revive City. Just was doing no damage. And then I discovered how it all worked. I must admit, I watched KT's videos. No, or was it Seaton's videos? Actually, to be honest, it didn't really. I sort of knew everything. I was trying to do as much as I can of the content without looking at anyone's videos. I did just a little bit, but for the most part, I was more or less on my own, looking at them. Yeah, of course, it's really helpful having people guide the way. Definitely the one thing I did do was the Quake cheese trick on like one of the paths on 6.4.6. It was pretty funny. It wasn't so easy, to be honest. And it didn't work quite as fluidly as I wanted to, and I definitely had to do a few restarts. But when it worked, it was crazy. It was just crazy good. So you let them get 12 Furies. I'd sort of hit their block to push them back, and then Quake reflects back their damage when they hit into our block. So after they had 12, 13, 14, 15 Furies, they'd come running in, and I had Heimdall, and then yeah, and so they would hit me, but I wouldn't die, and I'd be indestructible. They keep on hitting me, and be reflecting back crazy damage, like 100,000 damage at a time. It's just amazing. Yeah, it's too much time. Yeah, I know, that's too much. Top News Gamer dies. Yeah, exactly. It's not the coronavirus. Yep, I know. That would be I guess, a good way to go if you're gonna go somehow. But yeah, it's too much. Like, I almost appreciate more like the Abyss style, where it's like the first X number of people who finish, like that I can handle, just because, again, like, I don't mind doing it over a couple of days and right when the content first comes out, but I don't want to have to do it in one continuous push. The one continuous push is weird, but in some ways, I'll be honest, there's some interesting advantages to it. The most interesting would be that you're boosting a lot. Like, I know such a big difference. There's one path where I use Corvus. I put on the power boost, and of course, then he just got SB2 after SB2, and I was like, oh, I should use more boosts. I don't know why I didn't. And only at the end was I using the 20 and 30% boost too for the last 2 chapters. And even then, I didn't use too many of them. But yeah, if you're super boosted, I mean, it definitely makes a difference in your fighting, how much more powerful your champions become. Glad to use Aegon. Oh yeah, Aegon is amazing. Oh my, I know the damage is incredible. As I said, the best I did was down to 62%, and that was with like the first one, you're wounding him, and you're just doing such damage. You instantly get him down to the 80%, and then I think going from 80 to 62 was just one one time I wounded him. I mean, it's like, you know, almost 20% damage, just so much. Yeah, no, Aegon, absolute champion of that. She's 11. We'll get her up. And yeah, I don't know. I did a couple runs. So for a while, like the third time I did, I had Aegon, I had Nick Fury, I had Doom. I can't remember which path, but the one path that Doom was really good on. And that one was pretty cool. And then I remember sort of like cycling through all three of those champions. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's just better to like do a bunch of champions and just do one. Because I thought it'd be more efficient, and it was. But hello, indestructible. Thank you for saving me. But I noticed that the other champions just didn't do nearly as much damage. And so, yeah, so pretty quickly I just stopped using them because you do all this work to wound them, and then I remember once, I think I actually had Quake on the team at that time. And so she was hitting for like 30,000, 40,000, which seems impressive, but not when they have 10 million health. And so she would take them down so little, yeah. And so after that, I was just like, okay, just Aegon. And then my 4th, 5th, and 6th, I was like, oh, wow, he just crushes them. And again, especially with that team, when you have Angela and Heimdall giving you that like second life, I mean, you really get so much value out of him each time. I mean, it's basically like saving your refill every time. And so usually I would say probably took me 10 refills per attempt. And so yeah, that was saving me. It's like a refill each time, so it's like 20 refills that saved me. Oh, okay, this is long. Okay, I'm gonna finish these 3 and then call it a night. BG's late today. Good. Gives me more time to stream. You know, it's hard in this coronavirus world to get your stream on. I mean, everyone else is like streaming away, like, you know, on all the time. And so my slots become obsolete. I have like 0 viewers, but now I'm going to try. Now I'm finished 6.4. I'm going to go back to streaming more often. I couldn't do it with 6.4. The 8 token limit. Oh, I don't even remember that one, to be honest. You know, the Sentinels all had like something, all those different things. To be honest, I never read them and never cared about them. Can't remember, was one of them the 8 token limit? It felt like it didn't matter. All those things. Oh, he evades. Ah, totally forgot. Silly Daredevil. Evades these. Oh, he did start. Okay. Let's go see it. I gotta call my father back anyway. So, let's see. Let's go grab a link to BG's. But yeah, I'll try to go a little earlier. I'll try to get between BG and everyone else. So maybe I'll try stream 20 Central Europe time. Was that 5-hour difference? So if it's 20 here, it's 15. So that's 3 o'clock in the United States. 19 for you, Samantha, if you're in United Kingdom. And so... let's see, Contest of Champions. There he is, live now. So let's grab a link. I don't know what our hashtag should be. Big spender? No, I don't know. Just limit your dodge. Okay. You know, it might be the time, Samantha, when I was like not playing Aegon. Like the first 3 times were miserable. I just really struggled with him until I figured out how to do them. And so, you know, I was just getting hit by specials and getting hit by him, and it's just all sorts of terrible playing. And so there's a link to BG. Let's just go frENZOne. It's so good and simple. Just makes it easy. But yeah, okay, I'm going to stream earlier tomorrow, so I'll come on about 2 hours earlier than tonight, and we can hang out some more, and yeah, maybe I'll have some rank 3s if it's level up. So happy Sunday to you, Adam. Sorry I'm ending, but I'm gonna go over to BG stream, so if you want to follow me over there, and we can be part of the 2,000 people chatting. So oh man, Samantha, yeah, I know, it's no good. You just got to go with with everyone else when they tell you. So this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, wishing everyone a bonne soirée, gute Nacht, and good evening. Bye-bye.